Welcome to the channel, and today we'll be breaking down Eminem's verse on No Love that features Lil Wayne from Eminem's Recovery album that released in 2010. This video ties in well with our previous video about Eminem's verse on Drop the World, and if you missed that, click the link that pops up at the top right corner now. As always, before we get started, remember to subscribe and turn on notifications. Eminem at this point in his career had just been through the ringer.
I'm alive again, more alive than I have been in my whole entire life.
Eminem nearly died of an overdose in 2007. He went to rehab, got clean, and came back fresh with Relapse that received mixed reviews, and Recovery was Eminem's rebirth at this point, and this was pretty much the premise of his Recovery album. Eminem is known for his crazy lyrics that often attract attention and spark controversy.
I can see these people's ears perk up as I begin to spaz with the pen.
And Eminem states that he's back to utilize his crazy writing skills, and ears Perk Up in that bar is a metaphorical play on how the ears of animals like dogs, for instance, move up and twist around when they hear a startling sound or something that catches their attention. Eminem is now clean and feels more alive than ever, and is able to see the crowd as they focus on him, something he previously wouldn't have seen clearly when he was high on drugs. Love him or hate him, you'd have to be lying through your teeth for you to not admit that he is above most rappers that came before and after him, and most people will even consider him to be the best ever.
I'm a little bit sicker than most. Shit's finna get thick again. They say the competition is stiff, but I get a hard dick from the shit now. Stick it in.
Things are about to get hard again, and Eminem, as nasty as he is with the pen, is probably referring to a couple of nasty things. For one, this could be a metaphor of how boners start. It could also be a play on how thicker poop signifies good health compared to watery poop. And furthermore, it could also be a play on the popular phrase, the plot thickens. They say the competition is stiff, and that bar also connects with the boner reference earlier. And at this point, because Eminem was away for a while, some critics began to suggest that other rappers like Lil Wayne had taken the hip-hop mantle from Eminem. But these suggestions only make Eminem excited, and it's common for people to refer to a boner as getting excited, and Eminem plays on this and takes things further by figuratively sticking his boner in the competition. So he's pretty much excited that there's more people for him to take advantage of and defile in hip-hop. The next Eminem bar could mean a couple of things.
I ain't never giving in again. Caution to the wind, complete freedom.
For one, it could be Eminem talking about how he intends to no longer disappoint fans based on the reception of Encore and Relapse. In addition, it could be Eminem stating how he's no longer going back to his old ways that involved alcohol and drug abuse that nearly took his life in 2007. And caution to the wind in that bar means to do something without worrying about the risk or negative results. And what Eminem did with Recovery was something fans never expected based on the content of his previous albums. Eminem has gone through a couple of rappers in his career, and for some reason, their careers never pick up after Eminem is done with them, and even the mighty Mariah Carey has struggled to put out a successful album ever since, even with her most recent 2018 album that barely made a blip.
Look at these rappers, how I treat them. So why the fuck would I join them when I beat them?
And Eminem also plays on the saying, if you can't beat them, join them, by stating that he already beat them, so no need to join them. And if we take into consideration the theory that Eminem was dissing Wayne and also didn't know that Kanye and Wayne were on forever when he wrote his verse, this bar makes perfect sense because he beat them on that song. In addition, if we apply the whole boner reference this verse has contained so far, then when I beat him could also be Eminem metaphorically playing with the phrase beat that pussy up. And this is quite clear in the next bar where Eminem refers to them as.
They call me a freak cause I like to spit on these pussies before I eat them.
Some people take things further during sex, which will be considered freakish, and Eminem plays on this in the literal sense and turns it into a metaphor to describe how he intends to destroy these rappers. Also notice how spit in hip-hop is a synonym for rap. So Eminem is pretty much stating he'll use his sick rap skills to demolish these rappers. He'll bottle them up with his rap skills and devour them. In addition, spitting on someone is also considered to be humiliating across all cultures. And this gets Eminem's point across in a variety of ways, really. And guess what? Lil Wayne's songs are filled with bars about eating pussy, which further hints at the subtle this is aimed at Wayne. The next bars are a play on Kanye's VMA's blunder.
Get these whack cocksuckers off stage. Where the fuck is Kanye when you need him? Snatch the mic from him, bitch. I'ma let you finish in a minute.
Kanye West had a run-in with Taylor Swift when she won the award, and Eminem stating "Where's Kanye when you need him" could also be referring to the actual Grammy performance when Wayne, Drake and Eminem performed Forever, but Kanye West was missing. Kanye snatched the mic from Taylor Swift and stated that Beyoncé should have won since she had one of the best videos of all time. And Eminem plays on this by suggesting that he's about to draw attention to himself by pulling a similar stunt in the rap game, and this was at a time when Eminem haters believed he had been topped by other rappers. In addition, this could also be a reference to how Eminem came in at the final verse of Forever and stole the show, and Eminem builds on this.
So you might wanna go back to the lab tonight and scribble out them rhymes you were gonna spit and start over from scratch and write new ones.
At this point, you could say it's clear as day that this was directed at Kanye West, who admitted that he took 2 days off to rewrite his verse after hearing Eminem's verse on Forever. And notice how Eminem ends the section by stating that it ain't gonna make no difference, because at the end of it all, Kanye's 2 days off made no difference, and except for a few who never really liked Eminem, most people agree that Eminem destroyed them all on Forever, and we even did a breakdown of Eminem's verse on that song, which you can check out at the link that pops up now. Eminem in the next bars does some impressive word acrobats.
Set fire to the mic and ignite the crowd. You can see the sparks from hot metal, cold-hearted from the day I guarded the game.
Eminem's bars are often described as fire, and since he metaphorically spits fire, is bound to set the mic on fire while spitting into it, and Eminem adds that it's been cold-hearted right from the beginning as he plays on the word bogarted. For one, in its original meaning, bogart is to keep something for yourself when it's intended to be shared. This simply means that Eminem, since he came into the rap game, has taken the podium and kept it for himself rather than shared with other top rappers. In addition, even Bogart was also the Interscope intern that discovered Eminem and passed Eminem's tape to Jimmy. Dre heard the tape, signed Eminem, and we all know how things turned out for the rap game since then. Eminem reminds rappers that even when he's not going full speed, he still has the ability to destroy them and plays on his own name to get the point across. Eminem's birth name is Marshall, and Eminem plays on Marsh with Marshmello to state how he's vicious on the mic even when he's not started giving out heavy punches. In addition, marshmallows are roasted too, and Eminem uses all this to set up the metaphor. Eminem then adds that he ain't stopping and refers to the rap game as a game of Monopoly that he's leading.
Standing on my Monopoly board, that means I'm on top of my game and it don't stop till my hip don't hop anymore.
Eminem states that he's on top his game, and notice how he refers to it as my Monopoly board and also top of my game. He's suggesting that he's the best in the rap game and that it's his game to control and do as he pleases. Monopoly on its own means to have complete control of something, especially an area of business, so that others have no share, and we've already discussed previously what Eminem meant when he said he bogarted the game. Eminem ends that by stating what is said several times. He ain't stopping anytime soon, and hip don't hop anymore could mean a couple of things. For one, older people over the age of 65 may need a hip replacement, hence Eminem is suggesting that he still has a long way to go before he reaches his end in hip-hop. In addition, it could also translate to when he's no longer able to rap anymore, which is probably until his death. Eminem then states that he's reached a point where simply stating that he's the best is already general knowledge and won't get him any cool points.
When you're so good that you can't say cause it ain't even cool for you to sound cocky anymore.
Eminem has reached a point in his career where everyone already expects greatness from him and he's held to different standards compared to the rest of hip-hop, which is evident in how he's criticized this decade. While he's spitting fire bars at the top of the rap game, Eminem metaphorically suggests that these rappers can't even draw bars that make sense.
People just get sick cause you spit, these fools can't drool and dribble and drop anymore.
So when they open their mouth to spit hot bars, even drools don't come out, and dribble shares a similar pronunciation with drivel, which means to let saliva or mucus flow from the mouth or nose. Eminem then ends it by suggesting that no one will slow him down and take away his position in the rap game, and describes his lyrics as slow venom.
Killing the flow, slow venom, and the opponent is getting no mercy, mark my words.
Is showing these rappers no mercy, just as he suggested earlier, and slow venom could also be Eminem implying how his lyrics have a lasting effect over time, which could signify a couple of things. He slowly destroys the careers of his opponents over time while he's remained at the top of the rap game for so long, and even as listeners, you know how many Eminem bars finally hit you after countless replays and years of listening. What are your thoughts on the bars allegedly directed at Lil Wayne and Kanye West? Tell us in the comment section below, and if you'd like to support the channel, consider donating to our PayPal at the link in the description of this video. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe if you haven't.